Well, Gore, these are two teams looking for their first win in the SPL. Let's get it underway.
Moving into game number 1, Renegades up against Rival.
But failing that, Awesome Jake 408 is sitting himself on this Jingshen. Thor up.
Yeah, Sam for Soccer wants to come in and look for this gank, but can't quite find it. In fact, gets plucked back. That's SOT that grabbed him. The lights go out as a result of Barracuda as well. But still engaging his SOT. He's lurking in the waters. That's good damage from Sobek in the early game, as Lasper somehow gotten PBM underneath the tower and finds him for first blood. Still has charge prey though, makes it back to the tier 1 tower. But this is all in service of the blue buff spawn here, Mifflin. They've cleared out all the space. Lasbra cannot hope to step in, and that is the blue buff stolen. And that's just clean from Team Rival. Poke out the solo laner, zone away the jungler, and you get the blue buff invade every time.
Yeah, that's so rough. I mean, the second throw is up, that the engagement's over. Now Lazra, trying to get his back camps, loses his life on the back end of it. 1 for 1 is the slash line 7.5 minutes in. And it's one of the cheaper build options they have. Mages traditionally have all these expensive items that they have to work on. Rival now looking at Gold Fury.
But Renegades take it away, Mifflin. At the last moment, they come in and grab it. Rival somehow can't confirm. I wonder if Barracuda's ultimate helped out with that a lot. They shut the lights off.
As well as AMC's damage output is just going to be higher. I do think it's fair to point out that Lazarus hasn't committed any resources shutting down AMC.
Captain Twig, though, gets plucked. I thought he was at the Tycho drums, and yet he gets grabbed. And Menenu is the one that finds the kill. Sam Forsaka repositions with the hammer. He's back under the tower, but Renegades have suddenly chosen to put on some aggression. We thought they were waiting for 40 minutes, so they were just waiting for their moment.
That's exactly what we need to see as well. SOT rotates out of the solo lane, completely tanky, tanks the tower for him, and that's where the aggression can start. The second they decide to fight, that's when it's going to go good.
This is so big for them. Lasber gets the kill in right. Meanwhile, Oni Fury certainly belongs to Renegades. That's their second Fury of the game and 2 picks that go unanswered. Renegades suddenly coming in hot. Rival grabbed the tier 1 tower, but now Awesome Jake blinking in kind of alone. Is getting some backup from Lasber, who's lurking in the wings, finds 2 members, gets a late beads from Panda Cat as well to follow up for it, maybe trying to prevent getting charged prayed out of it, but he still gets charged prayed. Now Lasber comes in, Volcanic Lightning gobbles him up. The AMC had absolutely nowhere to go. It's trouble for FidoK as well as he gets locked down the back. Sam for Soccer hits just about nothing with that ultimate. Can't find the hammer, does find the basic attack afterwards. At least gets the kill on the Lasbra, but now he's trying to fight up against 3, and Benenu gets another.
Renegades playing that engagement so well, and it's not quite over. PBM under some duress. That tier 1 tower should fall very easily. That was completely Jake turning that fight around. He got the beads off of AMC. He forced an early shell because Team Rival was just scared. I mean, if you're in a washing machine, I understand that you have to be scared there, but no one was there to follow up. The shell falls on deaf ears. No defense was gotten from it. And then immediately Lazarus on the back end rotates in and deals immense damage.
Well, FidoK is the only one here to try and defend. Does get the knockup for extra damage. Rival get the fire giant. Renegades can't confirm it. Somehow FidoK makes the play. That's why he had so many highlight reels last year. FidoK keeps getting it done somehow. He is in some trouble here on the back end. Manages to avoid the charge prey, but Solar Troll shuts him down, and Rival stem the bleeding here for a moment. But they just had such a potential chance for a big momentum swing to clean up the map, and they've got to make sure their heads are still on straight as Gold Fury low. Renegades confirm that one nicely. Awesome Jake pulls Panda Cat back in. The charge prey is there too, and Lasbra gobbles up yet another one. That's the first kill in favor of Rival. They want more, but that's a big dunk from Sam for Soccer. Finds Barracuda first. The hammer comes through for big damage, and FidoK scatters everyone, sends them running. Has Awesome Jake low on the left, but so is Solar Troll. Rival have turned this fight around.
Yes, getting a Gold Fury and a pick, but losing a tier 1 and tier 2 in your long lane as well, that's not a worth trade.
Lasbra aggressive, wants to get Sam for Soccer to make up for what was lost, and he has a really good chance. And so Renegades still lose a lot there, right? Rival finds the tier 2 tower and left. They get a couple kills, but Lasbra makes a play that evens up some of those losses a bit. Renegades still have the gold lead at this point. I know things are starting to feel like a little bit classic Renegades here, but they're still in position as FidoK is in trouble. Lasbra might be able to make another big play if he and SOT can lock down this Wamana. It's a killing spree for Lasbra. Well, this is going to be a problem. They won't have Awesome Jake here for it, and Rival are going to force the fight. Maybe that pick will come back to bite them. Mifflin is the Fire Giant down well below half, and Sam is on zoning duty. Benenu just walks right in, has the turnaround damage, brings Sam low. Lasbra makes it in as well. Solar Troll here too. They don't stop the Fire Giant. Rival gets it, but Lasbra gets one. Benenu gets the second. They've got a Rival reeling on the back of the Fire Giant call. FidoK gets a big mantle stun that does shut down Barra, but the damage keeps coming. In comes Awesome Jake to pick up an assist That makes it 3 for 1.
This middle Phoenix should go down relatively uncontested.
I agree. Renegades should be able to grab this one. I mean, Sam's not even in position for the defense. It's really just PBM as Lasper keeps him zoned. Polar Mike does try and dive the backline, gets charred prey immediately, and the Phoenix is now starting to wither a little bit under all the pressure, but they haven't put in the last bit of damage. There it is. Whirlwind of Rage and Steel forces Sam's beads. He gets a good 3-man stun, and now the cavalry is here from Team Rival to look for some kills, but Lasper's trying his best to disengage. Renegades have to get out of here cleanly, Mifflin, or it won't be worth it.
They should be able to. The chase is on, but all this CC immunity, it's all really going to come down to this Thor ult. If that comes back up in time, Benenu might die, but if Team Rival wants to come out ahead, they're going to have to pick more than one.
Yeah, they got to cut their losses, I feel like, Mifflin. They can't all afford to die here. Captain Twig goes in aggressively and gives his life away. What is that? Thunder Crash 4, my man. Awesome Jake gets the kill. They do lose the Tier 1 tower, and Barracuda falls as well. So maybe it's not all doom and gloom as Rival continue their pressure on the reverse push after just losing their mid-Phoenix. Look at Panda Cat's last item there, Mifflin. He picks up the Magai's Cloak. That's because he's just been getting stomped on this game so far. 0-3-3, he has been the target. FineOK goes way into the backline, though, to look to try and set something up, and I think he might just get cooked for it. Venenu's in some trouble, can no longer reposition without the flicker, so he changes strategies to just burning him. FineOK wants to retreat, but their escape path's been cut off. This time, FineOK can't make the play. Venenu shuts him down, so Renegade's now favored in the 5v4.
I mean, that's exactly what I said I wanted to see, which was FineOK diving onto these hyper carries, but unfortunately does it with no backup from his team, and Lazarus doesn't even have to engage himself in the fight.
Well, Awesome Jake wants to return the favor. It looks like he goes forward with that Whirlwind of Rage and Steel into a bunch of beads and CC immunity and Magai's Cloaks. He does get all those CC immunities onto cooldown, but it costs him his life. And it's basically a 1-for-1 trade. Now, trading tank for tank favors Renegades because they've got an auxiliary one here in Solar or Troll. He's looking to lock down one more member. That's Polar Bear Mike, and Lasbra has the flank, comes right around the backside, blows up Captain Twig, gets a double kill. Sanford Soccer does make Solar or Troll pay, but it's too little too late. Venenu gets aggressive steps on the gas, and Panda Cat has to find a way to run, but gets slowed down. Lasbra's here to try and close the gap. Panda Cat buying time from range with the autos, but Lasbra gets the kill, and it's just Sam standing.
Just Sam and no ultimate available. 3 members strong on Renegades. They can easily look to go towards that Phoenix, but FineOK respawns, and Sam puts Lasbra in the dirt.
That's a big kill for him, but Sam for Soccer, or rather Venenu, gets the shutdown kill in the other way. But now FineOK's up. He's not going to let these carries back. Can they win the battle up against the Colossal Fury? He cannot out-DPS them, so instead he must juke and try and buy time. But he takes extra damage, gets around the corner, should be out at this point. I don't think Baron Ben can just keep up the dive. But now that he's weakened, now that he doesn't have the ultimate, they're going to come in and look for the actual Phoenix dive itself, push FineOK all the way back to the fountain, and take the mid-Phoenix. What a play!
The only thing that they need to be worried about, Team Rival that is keeping Twig alive against the Pele's dive.
And that is what he has struggled with here so far this game. Both he and Panda Cat have been in trouble, and Twig is in trouble yet again. Renegade's got to really make sure this force this if they're going to try and do without FG. Lasbra in trouble in mid. 2 members dive him. So his team is favored in right if they can win that trade, and Lasbra is buying tons of time. Polar Bear Mike finally completes the kill, but Renegades are losing their fight over on the right-hand side. Big dunk from Sam starts to bring everybody low. Renegades on the full retreat. They couldn't execute the plan that they devised.
I mean, you said it earlier, Renegades, this is when they start to make these questionable decisions. I would have loved to see them back up to Fire Giant, but instead, Venenu's going to fall, Jake's getting chased out. So far, 4 clean kills, 60 seconds on the nearest spawn. This should be game for Team Rival.
I agree, man. It's a full deicide if they get this kill into Awesome Jake, which they absolutely should be able to.
I understand the necessity to try and close out the game. At this late state, especially when the stakes are as high as they were, you're always looking to find the end as quickly as possible. You don't want to make those mistakes. But unfortunately, going for the end there was the mistake. Fire Giant was an enhanced at this point. It would have been a free pickup. They had the pick. They forced out all of Rival, so no one was there to defend it. They could have backed up and continued their push, knowing that they were also favored in the 5v5 fight because of their draft. But instead, Renegades just get a little bit trigger happy and lose themselves the match.
Man, forgive me, Dolson. I'm still in my feelings about how game 1 ended, man. I have to shake that one off. So are Renegades as we move into game number 2. And if you give away the early game to an Awilish and an RDO who do want to fight an Uller, you might never get it back. As Sam is in some trouble, pinned against the wall. It's SOT, not Awesome Jake, making the tier look good. The knockup is there.
Wow.
The Kraken buys time, and somehow Rival get first blood. They get a double kill, and they drag everyone back out of there. SOT wants to get Sam for soccer, but Sam has been elusive. Sam has been evasive. He uses the Feather Step to immune more damage. Can't immune it all, though. Does finally get shut down these last few fights, but it's still tough for Renegades, as Sam might have found the loop around that he was looking for. Awesome Jake goes into his ultimate, more for CC immunity, but he gets gobbled up anyway. The Kraken comes out from Twig as he notches his first kill of the game, and they'll have a little bit of time where they've got the 5v4. Whoa!
But meanwhile, on the other side, SOT doing
Hello.
exactly what I said, taking the one place on the map where Renegades can take a fight. He takes it himself, gets that solo kill. Unfortunately, the 408 does fall at the same time in mid, and not much has happened for Team Rival besides the fact that they're playing the map so well. I mean, Renegades has to find a way in.
This could be trouble. Mike's in a bad spot, but the cavalry is there through space and time, does clip PBM, so he's really low. SOT does not have Blink for this. I don't know that Polar Bear Mike realized that maybe he should be running. Beads comes out from the Kraken and the Whirlpool, shut him down. Sam Forsaka gets last bit of damage, so SOT ends up falling. But even though it cost him his life, they delayed the gold fear, but Rival are right back on it. It's down to half, and Renegades have to find a way to contest, but it's a bait. They want them to come in. They want these picks. Renegades, though, strip the gold fury away. Somehow they weave in some damage and strip it away.
Unfortunately, had Renegades had a ward on it, they would have realized Poseidon was out of mana and they were doing it, but it seems like they were just none the wiser. Now this tower going to see some aggression. Lazarus beads are forced out. That's his life as well. Tier 1 tower going down. Pyromancer going down. Rival's just running away with it.
Primal has been pulled, but Renegades know about it. They're going to bring a couple members over to play defense.
But take a peek at Captain Twig's mana. He's just about out of it. Every time one of these team fights starts, both mid laners seem to be Yanis teleporting in, now completely full health and mana as well.
And Twig gets smacked by the through space and time, so he's got to start playing some defense. The Kraken comes out, but SOT uses the beads, but he just doesn't have any more cooldowns. Captain Twig is still alive, and they found the pick on the Barracuda as well, so they have to huddle up, all play defense around Twig so that he can reposition. Solar and Troll taking a ton of extra poke. Twig is out, and now it's just a 4-on-4 that's favoring Team Rival, unless they lose Sam. Nice pick on the right side by Lazarus.
But Ven now in some trouble as well. He's going to lose his life, getting a little bit overzealous with his positioning. Jake now on the back foot has to retreat, and Gold Fury open to be taken.
They are burning it quickly. Panic and Twig providing the DPS. Polar Mike trying to provide the zone. He does keep a couple members at bay. This is all around the Kraken confirmation, and Rival get the objective through space and time. Doesn't provide a ton of value, but it does set up some pathways for them. Good use of the Fearless there from Solar or Troll as well, but the backline could be in trouble. Lazarus has forced his way in, and Twig will be the target, but he's already done his job. Final K gets the first kill. They make it at least a 1-for-1 trade, and they're still winning the battle in the backline as Sam for Soccer goes toe-to-toe with Barracuda. Final K gets a double kill. Rival now favored 4v3. Low HP bars for Renegades as well, so Rival going to step on the gas. And really all of Rival, I wouldn't even say they've executed quite as clean as we've seen in the past, though it has been good. But Renegades get aggressive. The two-man blink from Jake and SOT. They don't find a lot, though. Now Solar Troll is stuck on an island, has to use the Lawbringer to reposition. Meanwhile, Fino K is threatening the Phoenix and right all by himself. Lazarus comes over to contest, but Awesome Jake gets gobbled up by the Kraken. Meanwhile, Fine burns down the Phoenix in right. It's disaster now for Renegades. They've only got 4 members trying to defend. Venenu is too low. They're going to lose the mid-Phoenix here as well, as in comes Solar Troll. Good use of the portal, but Lazarus ends up getting caught, takes a ton of damage. Solar Troll brings Captain Twig back in. That's actually a masterful play from him on the tier using those portals, but is it going to be enough?
SOT is playing out of his mind on this defense. The mobility he's making use of through these Janus portals completely shifting the fight, but it's not quite enough. He loses his life. Barracuda's dead as well. Lazarus, no ultimate available, and Venenu's playing Janus. So I imagine this Titan's going to fall. I mean, yeah, you sent Lazarus over there, but that is a solo lane Camazotz. He's too tanky. Lazarus not going to stop him.
Yeah, my man's been fighting tier all game. I doubt he cares much about this Circuit. Panic gets the kill on the Lazarus. Sam uses the Feather Step, does end up getting blown up, but Captain Twig gets the return kill. It's a double now for Pandacat. No lifesteal, no problem. Leaps over the damage, even avoids the Kraken, and finds the turnaround. That's a triple kill for Pandacat. Put some respect on my man's name in the Hunter role. That's the game as well. Renegades end up going down, and Rival have returned to form.
Yeah, no lifesteal, by the way. This Pandacat just really just showing some Alpha
No.
Chad dominance. He didn't need it. We don't need sustain. I don't need tankiness. I'm just going to put you in the dirt. And he does. Triple kill for him. The Titan falls. I mean, what a commanding performance we saw today.